What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Ham Radio Crash Course. Welcome to Saturday. Today, you vote. That's right, you get to vote on what the best ham radios are for 2023. And don't worry, we're going to explain all the advanced technologies that's going to go into doing this. But I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with you and kind of let you guys shape the show and what you think should be on the list. I gave my ideas, but I'm going to let you pick as well. We're going to be going live to the chat, so if you're not in the chat, that's where all the cool people are. So make sure you hit us up on at least the YouTube or Discord. And until we get started, please enjoy those sweet, sweet memes. Ooh, buddy. How's it going, everybody? It's Josh, KI6NAZ, coming to you live from the home where everybody's got some kind of stomach bug and they're projectile vomiting, and I'm hiding in the ham shack talking to you. So I can't say that the after chat is going to be super long today because literally like everybody's sick and I got to go take care of them. But I did see one Steve Good Game is in the chat. Gotta love seeing Steve out there. It's awesome thinking of him. I just finished up another Chick-fil-A original iced coffee. I love those iced coffees. Don't really like anything but black coffee normally, but something about those original, it's like Hershey's coffee. It's just like Hershey's chocolate and coffee. That's all it really is in a iced coffee. But yeah, good stuff. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the best ham radios in 2023. And we're going to have to open the aperture a bit and include radios that weren't just created in 2023 or announced, released, etc. in 2023. So don't worry, though. We'll cover all the details. But first, we got a couple of news points to hit up, as always. Make sure you go to hamtactical.com. Our merch store helps support this live stream, the podcast, and all the videos I do. Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary. We got next Saturday, buddy. Don't worry, I'm getting there. You're jumping the gun a little bit on the news stories. All right. So speaking of next week is just going to be insane. So I'm kicking off next Friday, I believe, 10 o'clock my time, a.m. I'm going to be on Ham Radio 2.0's website, his live stream he's going to be running for Friday, right? Friday. And apropos that Steve is in the chat, I'm then going to wrap things up with him. We're going to go hang out at Ham Radio Tube's channel, Mike KMRD. Now, if all of you remember, maybe you remember, there was pretty much the end of the year, Christmas last year, and Mike, there he is, right above my head. He did a 9-hour live stream. I wasn't there for all of it, but I think I was there for a good 6 hours. Dude was an animal, absolute animal. Well, that was a bit of a raucous event, and we thought, let's make this helpful, for ham radio, all of ham radio kind. And so what are we doing? Well, we're teaming up with that tall gentleman. I don't know, Mike. I don't know if Mike intentionally made Steve so much taller, but believe it or not, in reality, he's very big. So Steve is looming above us. Steve is going to join us, and we're going to run a charity event. I think it's the first time we've done this before, but Mike is going to be running his live stream, and all the proceeds and super chats and everything go to the Teachers Institute at the ARRL. And so, hey, that's exactly what we want to do, man. I can't think of a better thing to do on a Friday before the weekend for Christmas. So make sure you tune into that. Now, how are we going to wrap that all up? Well, let me give a quick hit here. Saturday, the following day, is going to be a very busy live stream because not only is it going to be my annual Christmas light antenna video. I've got a new design I'm going to try and work up. Be working on it starting pretty much this weekend and through next week. And then Saturday, I'm going to deploy it all and hopefully have something fun. But if I crash and burn, well, hey, no big deal because I'm still going to be giving away a boatload or a butte load of amateur radio gear for my 300,000 subscriber giveaway. Kind of crazy for me to say that. I never expected to have 300,000 subscribers. So as a big thank you to you all, I'm going to be giving away an ICOM 705, a Yaesu FTDX10, a MobiLink TNC4, and two PowerFilm solar panels. And I have confirmation. I literally have them. It's a 60 watt panel and a 20 watt panel. So 60 watts going to be relatively good. Probably won't be able to keep up with a 100 watt active transmitter, but if you lower that down, to like 50 watts or something like that, G90, it's going to keep that fueled no problem. And that 20 watt is real nice for doing QRP. And in fact, I have exactly the same panel that I use and take out into the field with me. But hey, that doesn't mean we're going to have a lot of fun today, because we're still doing some quirky QRP giveaways. We got a giveaway today, okay? Giveaway today is going to happen as well. And today we're going to be doing three things, right? We're going to give away a reference clipboard, amateur radio reference clipboard. And go back, hopefully. Oh, that's right. I remember how Etsy works. Hold on. There we go, buddy. Calm down. And where's that clock at? We're going to give away a clock, too. One of these clocks. I don't know exactly which one it is, but we're going to give away a clock from Quirky QRP. And we are likely going to do a mobile antenna mount protector as well. So I'm dropping the link to Quirky QRP. Make sure you support him. Does lots of cool stuff out there and they're, quirky stuff that you need. You need quirky stuff to be a ham these days, from at least my point of view. How do you sign up for tonight's drawing? What a great question, Brett. We're going to be doing comments on the YouTube chat, which I think you should be able to do through Twitch. But the way you redeem it is you contact me on Discord, and we'll be doing that at the end of the show. So hang tight. We'll get to that as we go along. So I will be watching the chat, because literally it's going to be required for what we're about to partake in. But for those of you that are interested in joining in the previous giveaway, the 300,000 subscriber giveaway, you only enter once, right? It literally will prevent duplicate entries, so you don't even have to try. But if this is the first time you are signing up for that giveaway, I've got a secret word for you, and the secret word is, I don't remember, what did I say? Vote. Vote is the secret word. With exclamation points or not, it just has to say vote. We're going to use that as kind of a identifier of how and when people found out about the contest. It's a bit of metrics, helps me out. Let's see. Question. Ham Radio Crash Course, you can put a bonus giveaway next week, the used Christmas lights. I bet lots of viewers would love it. Nah, a lot of times they're pretty much dead. We end up blowing them up, particularly when I start doing these more advanced Christmas light antennas. We end up popping them pretty quickly. Last year, if you guys remember, I did a vertical phased array. That was nuts. That got real bright, particularly when the first driven array went out. All that RF started going directly to the other one, and those lights went super bright, and then they started going out too. No, you don't have to say vote now. No. Stop. That's for the 300,000 subscriber. It's not the Quirky QRP yet. We're going to do that at the end. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, so hang tight on that, and we'll get I'll explain as we go along. But what are we doing for this voting thing? How does one vote for the best amateur radio? So this is what I've decided to use. We're going to use something called Polly. Has anybody used Polly before? It's a really simple polling website, but it does live updates, and you should be able to do a lot of fun stuff with it. Let me take this off of me for 1 second, just so I can double check something, because we're going to end up linking you all to it. So let me go back. All right. So here's what I thought we'd do. So I came up with some initial options, and, I can't remember every radio, guys. I apologize. I don't remember every possible radio ever out there, but got a couple of them here. So let's take a look at the offerings. We'll start out with amateur radio handhelds first, HTs, okay? So I'm using Baofangs and all derivatives as one option. So I know there's some unique Baofangs, but let's just keep them to one. Same thing with the Quanchengs, right? All varieties. The FT4, Alinko DJ, Yaesu FT60, Yaesu FT65, Yaesu FT5DR, the ICOM ID50, the ICOM ID52, the Wouxun KGQ10H, the Anytone 858, right? So those are pretty good core list. Is there anything I'm missing here before I go live? Because I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and then you guys have a field day on that one. Should I make it Boofwang? Why don't we do that? We'll make it Boof Wang. How's that sound for everybody? Oh, what happened there? There we go. Boof Wang. Wushan 9D. GD88. Okay. Who did the GD88? Was that Is that Tid Radio? Yeah, we got to get them in there. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, we got to put. Well, but the Kenwood. Yeah. FD70. VX7R. Where's the TalkPod? TalkPod's not going on. Somebody correct me. Is it the Tid Radio GD88? Is that right? I think I'm totally wrong. Let's see. We'll get to Flex. We're starting with handhelds. We gotta line up the chaos a little bit here. Oh, Radio Oddity, of course. Radio Diddy. Thank you. All right, what was the other one? Yaesu FT70. Yeah, good one. ID50 is on the list. Kenwood. Yeah, good mention on the Kenwood. The problem, so I can't. Well, you know what? That's fine. D72. We'll do them all. Kenwood. We can't do the 75 yet because it's not out. I'm sorry. I can't. We can't do future radios. Radios can't win best radio of the year if it's not even out yet, guys. I like that. Alabama Andrew. A Flex can be handheld if you're willing enough to. Good stuff. Motorola XTS. Yeah, okay. Moto XTS 5000. VX6R? Sure. Now, respect everybody here. Some of these radios are fairly niche, right? So they probably won't win, right? So just keep that in mind. Not that it, they all deserve to be listed, but the KH1 is a handheld. Yes, it is, but I have that under QRP. So we're going to do handheld, base station, QRP, and then we've got one that's going to be totally just you guys that come up with it on antennas and possibly another one for gear. We'll see how that all goes. Anytone 878 is on the list. Thank you. Got that on the list. Pico APRS, of course. My lovely Pico APRS. Good catch on that one. I'm a new ham. Same as always says. Well, hey, thanks for joining us here. Does the X51? No. So let's keep it with the higher band stuff. VHF, UHF, HTs. The 5105. Well, actually, the 6100 is listed in the QRP area. Sure. Wushan KG UV9. Yep. I'm just going to go with the KG UV, variant. So any variant of that. Okay, another Moto. We'll let it in there because it's side boom. Mr. Boom is requested. Sure, why not? QRZ1. All right, what do you guys think? Is this good enough to get? Look at this list. So don't just run in there and pick. You only get one pick, right? So you don't get to pick as many as you want. FD65 is on there, right? Did I have it on there? Yeah, FD65 is on there. Oh, we got it. Kenwood THF. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. Kenwood THF6. I do love that radio. Let's see. And I'm trying to avoid some of the dirty transmitters, so just keep that in mind. Anytone 878. Yep. What? I've got it in there, right? Oh, it should be 878. Boop boop. Thanks for the catch. Okay. All right. What do we see if we let's release this bad boy? How's that sound? The problem, Scout, I agree with you, buddy. The problem is, one, there was only a couple of radios that were released this year. And most of the time, it's not like a cell phone, right? Cell phones, they get revisions throughout the year. Sometimes even certain phones are upgraded multiple times a year. These are radios. And radios, I've mentioned this before, but radios generally have like a 5-year kind of shelf life to them when they're on the market. So from my point of view, I feel like it's all game. If the radio is still in the market and it's good enough to be competing at the top level of some of these more expensive radios, heck yeah, let's compare them. Oh, mobiles. We're gonna do mobiles too. Don't worry. VHF, UHF mobiles. Yeah, Don. No, I know. We're gonna move this along, buddy. ID52. Oh, yay! My wife says ID52. It's in there, honey. Don't worry. You can vote for that one. It's right there, baby. Go ahead. You can vote for it. All right. Let's invite all you wonderful people. We're gonna copy this link and we're gonna drop it in. HT vote is here. And boom. You get one vote, and you can change it. You can change it if you want. Just keep that in mind. All right, here we go. So I'm going to vote Pico APRS because that was my favorite. So there we go. Boom, up to the top. Now, as this goes, it should start updating almost immediately. Let's see. We'll watch it. We'll watch it update live. Here we go, everybody. There it is. There's the boofwang. Of course. Hey, look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, so who voted for this one? Alexis is voting for the boofwang. WA7CUG. The Coug. Go Cougs. Look at that. It's moving. It's a battle. It's a battle to see who the number one will be. Remember, scroll all the way down. Make sure you avail yourself of all the options. Oh, the ID52. FT5, I think is gonna. I'm pretty impressed, guys. I expected the Baofeng to be up there, but I thought it would be just number one. But I'm liking it. I'm liking that the more expensive radios, the better quality radios are popping up. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. All right. This is more interesting than sports. Well, for you and me, honey, yes, it probably is. But for other people, probably not. Hashtag Fangang is, there it is. Fangang. Yeah, I've heard that, Eric. By the way, there's a setting. You can go watch my video on comparing the more expensive radios. There's actually a mic gain control on most of the more expensive radios where you can bump up the mic gain. I recommend you do that. Hey, Dale Wagner. Ham for the first time. Tech to extra in 38 days. Thanks to me. Well, thank me. Well, thank you for joining us out here. And Ham Study. Good choice using Ham Study. FT5DR with a commanding lead. Commanding lead, I'd say, out here. Now, the cool thing is we're going to let this run, right? We're just going to let this run. We can just keep letting it do its thing in the background because we got more we got to work through. So we're probably going to have to do that because we're already burning time here. Oh, HamTube. I agree. Hey, thank you, Sean, for becoming a member. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's let that do its thing. Let it simmer in the background. We're gonna move on to mobile. All right, so best VHF UHF mobile radio. It could be, multi-band, but I'm generally looking at it like that. So again, I'm trying to keep it to radios that are in production. So ICOM 20, and there's no order to this. 2730 from ICOM, FTM, all the FTMs, 200, 600, 300, 500. Fortunately, no 400, right? No longer in production. The ICOM 5100, the Alinco DRMD 520, the Anytone DV578UV. I even put the PowerWorks in there because it's on the hamradio.com website. It's at HRO, so why not? Another Alinco, the DR735. That's the one with that crazy rainbow screen. Have you guys all seen that? Pretty wild. So for the Alinco monobanders, I just put a DR and then XXX because there's so many different types of them, right? They have one for every band. And then the Yaesu 2980. So what else do we need? 7100. So I put the 7100. You'll see the 7100 does appear, but it's later. Maybe I should put the 7100 in here. Should the 70? That seems like cheating. That if it shows up twice, what's the consensus on that? Should the 7100 show up in multiple locations? FTM 400 is discontinued. God, I wish I could do it. TYT, TH 9800, I can see that. Yeah. No, so I put that in the QRP category. It is all banned, but I feel like that's, I don't know. It's not really a mobile, right? You can't really install it in a vehicle. You kind of have to, right? Don't worry. The 7100 is there. So is the 705. It's just they exist in different areas. The 891 is in a different category. That's correct. Mobile in this case is like a vehicle mobile, right? Something that you do VHF, UHF with. No, yeah, but Greg, I don't want to say that the best radio is a radio you can't buy in retail anymore. I'm with you, and I would support Yaesu bringing it back, but I don't feel that should be on the list. I'm sorry. Anytone 778. All right. And don't worry, I'll drop a link to this one in a second, but first let's go ahead and get all the ones we want on here. Anytone 77. Come on. Come on. There we go. 735 is on there. Yeah, I already got the 735 on there. That is already confirmed on the list. Not a mobile radio, but I might be compelled to put that on the base station category. You're right. It's not the 600. It's the 6000. Did I leave off a 0? I did. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But okay, so then we're splitting the vote if we do that. So just assume. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this guy, and we're gonna delete it, and then we're gonna add this to the Redivis. Where is it? Oh, did I? I screwed up. Okay, hold on. Let's do. We'll put it back. Put it back. So this is the Redivis. Did I get that right? Yeah, Redivis RT95. Or okay. Let's see. It's going to be a poll within a poll here for this one. How do I get to my? Let's start an internal poll. 9700 mobile. So the mobile category or base station category? What say you in the chat? Oh, wait. Here we go. I got a new poll within a poll. What do we do? Is the 9700 a mobile or is it going to be a base station? Oh, base station, it looks like, is a commanding lead. Oh, 9700 best mobile. Hey, Michael Pilot 909 with a commanding super chat. Thank you so much. That's insane. My first comment on this channel. I've been watching all your videos. I watched your technician and general class study videos, and it helped me tremendously. I take my exam next week. I just bought the ICOM 7300 as my first radio. So excited. Well, I'm excited for you. I hope you have a lot of fun out there. Why not both? So that's something we toyed with. Why not both? So then we'd have to go back to HTs and add the 705 because technically you can handheld a 705 and it'll do VHF UHF, right? See, polling's tough. Doing a good poll is actually incredibly difficult. That's why there's companies that do it professionally because it's incredibly difficult. .705 is an HT. Tom, I love you, but boy howdy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, they do add ads. I apologize for that. I mean, I do and I don't because it helps support the channel, and I appreciate it. But it got kind of crazy like last time. I'll see if I can slow them down a little bit, but I don't know why. But when we had Randolfo, not a Rubicon, it was wild. But anyway. Alexis, thank you for supporting. All right, are we good? It seems like the comments have slowed down a little bit for the mobiles. Remember, you could have a very obscure mobile, and it's likely not going to get a lot of votes. So just keep that in mind. Wouxun 980. All right, I think that's going to be my last one, just because I don't think we have a Wouxun on there. A Wouxun. Wouxun with a U. There we go. Yeah, yeah. It's a KG UV. KG UV. Do you know how difficult it is to try and remember all this stuff? Oh my gosh. Oh, you're totally right. No, that's the one right there. Yeah, the TM7. Yeah, that's a good one. Kenwood. Kenwad. TM. D7. No, you can't buy that anymore. You can't buy it anymore. Sorry. Anytone 778? All right, I think that's going to be the cap. Do I already have 778? We'll check. Wait, is that true? The 710 is not still into production, is it? Yeah, I think that was more of a question from Frank, not a statement. Yeah, no, Kenwood's not done. They're not producing that radio anymore. I got confirmation the 7 is already there. 778. Yep, there it is. So yeah, I just did that. That was the Redivis one. Woohoo! Cheers to you, Charles. Good luck on your test. All right, we got to move. Don't worry, FTDX10's coming up. I promise. We're starting with the non-contentious stuff. All right, so let's see. This is the Ham Radio Mobile link. All right, what am I going to vote for? I would vote for the Yaesu FTM 400. Oh, buddy. I'm going to have to go with the 5100 because that's what I'm rocking right now in the truck. So there's my vote. So while that percolates, let's go back and go look at the HTs. How we doing? The FT5D looks like it's in the lead, followed behind the ID52 and the Anytone 878. I did not expect it to be that high. And the VX6. Yeah, I like the VX6 up there. I wish that was in the 3 spot. I think that's a good space for it, but I think that's all right. How are we doing on mobiles now? Ooh, all right. The 2730 out in front. I like that. Like to see it. Love the 2730. That was my second pick. Okay, my wife is producing from the background. Hear me out. Post one link, then pin it. Post another link, adding the next link, and then pin that. Are we saying like make multiple? Yeah, I can. I mean, I can pin the current one. There you go. I didn't get the ICOM. All right, so hold on. You're gonna go back in if you want to. Somebody said keep it. Oh, we're gonna go base station with the 9700. So that's fine. Yaesu FTM 500 commanding lead. Hey, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit thumbs up there in the video. Appreciate it. And if you haven't, subscribe. Helps me out. The problem, Lou, is that we're going to run out of space real fast. There's actually a character limit on the YouTube comments. Well, if you're going to have a poll within a poll, might as well go for the pin within a pin. Yeah, real APRS is winning. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised actually that the 500 is. I knew it would be probably at the top, but did not expect it to be so far out ahead. Actually, in two categories, it's taking first and third place. Yeah, so pretty good. Pretty good stuff there. By the way, this would be a good opportunity to mention, after this live stream, we go live again. We call it the Hams Helping Hams at the Ham Radio Crash Course, where we take your questions live, and we do that via our Discord server, which is linked in the video description. So if you take the link, join us over on Discord, scroll down to #live-stream/afterchat. It is a voice chat. There's also a text chat if you don't feel chatty. You can just get in there with the text and send your questions that way. But we generally like to get you on voice because we usually have follow-on questions, particularly if you have questions pertaining to amateur radio. They're seldom like you ask the question, we give you a straightforward answer. Usually the answers are like, it depends, and what's your budget, and are you in an HOA, that kind of thing, right? So join us on Discord. Let's vote. You know what? We could do that at the end. I've got one vote left, I think, or one poll left that we can make. I think I might pay for this or do something to be able to get more. I don't know how many of these you can make. There's really no limit, I think. But let's see. Somebody, what did Evan ask? Evan asked something, and I can't see where he asked it. Might have lost it. Oh, let's see. No. Where'd he go? Oh, well, I lost it. Sorry, Evan. If you want to repost it, you can. P25. Oh, yeah. God, could you imagine if we did just a digital voice mode? Oh, my gosh. We'd have to have like a ton. All right. So FTM 500. 8 votes out ahead of the second place. That's a pretty commanding lead from my point of view, I think. Oh, see, yeah, that's actually a really good point. By the way, guys, I know we got some fandom, obviously, but it would be nice if you all had like the practical experience with these radios. And that's okay, if you want to vote for something that you like that you've personally had experience with, that would be better. Best if you're voting without actually using the radio is. I should have probably said that up front. But 18 people owning the FTM 500, that's reasonable. That's watching right now. Have versus want. Yeah. That's possible. Yeah, Eric, that's possible. We're kind of doing this for the first time. I've never really used a polling system like this, so. Yeah, Digital Ranch I thought would be a shout out for the 2700 the 2730. Let's see who's the folks. Likely a lot of people actually have this radio because it's affordable. All right. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? We'll let that percolate. Next one, the base station HF radio. And I did make it base station HF radio. We said that the 9700 should probably show up here, so just keep in mind that we're including that as well. It is a base station radio because literally it does, go on your desk wherever you're at in a home situation. We have seen a picture of somebody actually using it portable, like around their neck. But yeah, so I'm going to add the ICOM IC 9700 to this. It is a base station. Just keep in mind the HF, it's not HF. Okay, it's tough because some of these radios, dip into multiple things. So I went kind of nuts. I just went down the list of radios that are still in production, right? So ICOM, IC7851. I don't expect people are going to be voting for this because I don't think many of you have it, right? So just keep that in mind. Kenwood TS990, another radio, very expensive. Yaesu FTDX 101 MP and the D. And we're giving it the D as well, so there's no twofers on this one. Kenwood TS890, a 7610, which I actually have. I'll just go ahead and I'll drop my vote on that because that's what I got, and I like it a lot. See, I can't really speak, knowledgeably about the 7851 or the TS990 because I don't have either one, but I've definitely used a 101 MP. I've also used the FTDX 10 and the 7300 and the Yaesu 710. And by 710, both versions, the AESS and the Field. This is where we get the 991A, the Elecraft K4, the Hermes Light. Yep, I put that in for base. I don't think it's portable QRP. I put it in for base. The Apache Anon is in here, Don. There you go. 990 is out of production. Uh-oh. Wait, 990? Yeah. 991? Is it 991's out, right? Is the 991 done? Is it out of production now? Jeez. Let's see. 7100 is where I put the 7100 here, and I put the Yaesu FT891 here because while I would call those, particularly the 891, more of a portable radio, it doesn't really have a good home in portable. Hermes Light's there. 991 is still in production. Thank you for the confirmation there, Frank. How about the FT450D? That is out of production. That is officially out of production. G90. G90 is there. So then you get down here to Flex. Oh, the G90 is in QRP. I did put the G90 in QRP. I feel like that's where it belongs. I made a judgment call on that one. The S-Bit X. Ooh. TS990 is out of production. Thank you. Let's remove that before we... I did see two... I saw one of them actually HRO today. 990. Pretty impressive radio. Huge. See, Matt, this is a really good question. Right? And this is why polling's difficult, because if I ran the 891 as a portable radio, there would be only a couple of radios in that category. There would be like the 891 and like the 710, and that would be it. They're kind of in their own little space. So I thought it would be better to go in the base station category, but maybe we should not do that. Should we not do... FT891 in base station? You're right. 897 is way out of production. Let's see. 905 is QRP power, but realistically won't users... Yes, that is true. See, another difficult one, because where do you put this? You put it QRP or do you put it base station? 100 watts is usually what I'm thinking about when I think base station. Obviously, size too. Yeah, no, I understand what we'd call it. The problem is what radios would go in there, right? 891, 710, and then or 7100, and that's it. Like that's okay. It's just a grudge match. We already know the 891 is going to win because there's just more of them out there. That's what I would expect to see. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people that are saying should be portable. Well, then we can just say the 891 wins because there's not going to be any other competitors. 7100 is not discontinued. I've got no confirmation from ICOM on that. The 890 was listed in most retailers as mobile radio. Sure. Okay, so I'll restate what I just said. The 891 wins for HF 100 watt portable radio, as it is a category of 1. There's nobody else in that category. You could say the 7100, right? But like it doesn't like click into itself, right? You have to run like a special case to be able to do this. Hey, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Love the conversation too, guys. Everybody in the chat that's chatting it up. This is a lot of fun. Don, you got to run a special case though to run the 7100 portable, or you like literally have two pieces and you're plugging wires in and around, right? I use my IC705 as a watch. I'm with you. I like it. I like that level of intensity. I go full Pit Boy with my ICOM IC705. Yes, Brent, the 7610 is on the list. Flex is an option. Flex, actually, I have both Flexes, the 6400 and the 6600. Two pieces fine. I ran the 7100 mobile for quite a while. Okay, so we're going to leave... All right, this is the only time I'm going to do this with this list. We're going to leave the 7100 here and the 891 here, and then we're just going to do a mobile HF list. Not QRP, so the G90 might float into that, because I could see an argument for making the G90, the 891, and the 7100 portable HF radios. Good? We good? I think we're good. You know, when someone says, if you try hard enough, you can make any radio portable, the only person who can truly say that is Adam, because he can make any radio portable. Most of you just say it. He lives it. All right, here we go. We're going to, I think we got into a hot 891 and 7100 discussion, but I think we found the answer to this. So here we go. Here we go. And yes, the Hermes light is technically QRP power, but I don't think I would call it like... Anyway, we're moving on. We're going for it. Wait, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna redo this link. Hold on. You can take the link and start voting, but HF base station link. There we go. And we'll go ahead and replace that pinned message for the new one. And it looks like the 9700, everybody agreed, should be, let's go up to the top. Oh, buddy, right out of the gate, they're giving it the D. Oh, who's going flex? Loyal? Oh, look at this one. This is going to be contentious, guys. This is like a horse race. This is awesome. I love it. And there's the only man who could really claim that any radio is portable if you try and believe it yourself. Adam is the right person to say that. Yeah, and don't worry, the QRP one's going to be a lot of fun, guys. That's the next one. And then we'll go, I think instead of doing antennas, we'll do antennas if we have time, but we'll do this HF mobile thing. I like the, I like it. I like what we're doing. We're breaching new ground, new territory here. Well, Wooly, I love the passion, and I love a good deal, but make sure you're trying to vote for stuff that you've got some stick time on. What's stick time? It's like a pilot would say operating a plane. it's hard to say, any plane is better than another plane if you've never flown it or whatever, right? So have some radio operating time behind the VFO and the mic, if you will, if you can. Jonathan, I've hiked with the FTDX10 once. It sucked. Not surprised. I'm not voting because I'm not experienced enough to. Oh well, I mean, if you have any time operating any of these radios, feel free. It's okay. Guys, this isn't scientific. I'm not necessarily going to do anything amazing with this information, but I do think it's kind of cool. So, feel free. It's okay. I've hiked with the G90. Yeah, you can definitely hike with the G90. Don't worry, though. G90's coming up. It's in the QRP section. So 7300 is still number one. Interesting. I kind of thought, boy, that's really interesting, actually. So I'll just tell you what I thought. I thought the FTDX10 would be number one, and that might still happen. But the 7300 has a pretty commanding lead, holding on about eight votes ahead of the FTDX10. I'm not surprised by that. I also thought the 891 would be higher, but maybe you guys are all waiting for the mobile HF and you're just focusing on a true base station, which I respect that. I also thought the 710 would be higher, but I'm not totally surprised by that because I do truly believe the FTDX10 is the better option there. Oh, Chris. Don't. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to be that guy. No, yes, of course. Every radio can be QRP. But in this case, I think you're going to notice a trend with the QRP radios. When we say QRP these days, it often means portable, something that you could take with you on a hike or a day in the park or a camping trip, that kind of thing. Backpacking trip. That's another good way of looking at it, Mark. Every radio's QRP if you have a compromised enough antenna. I like that. Yeah, I am very much respecting the FTDX10. I really like it. I think it's a really good balance of features. Because, I think everybody would love to have a 101 or a 7610. Those are really good radios. But I think that FTDX10 is really in this cool little sweet spot between something like a 7300 and the 710, and then like where you would put the 101 and the 7610. Like right in the middle is the FTDX10. I think that's kind of the new sweet spot, believe it or not. Yeah, I think the no, it's the got closer by one, the 7300 being in the lead. Oh boy, we're running out of time. Okay, we're gonna move on. QRP radios. We're gonna let that cook in the background. All right, so here's what I got. ICOM 705, Elecraft KX3, Elecraft KX2, the Yaesu. Oh, sorry, Yaesu, no longer in production. I hope you come out with something new soon. I'd love to see it. The Lab 599 TX500, the Shegu X6100, the Shegu G90, the Elecraft KH1, the LNR MTR, those are the mountain topper radios, all versions, I'm not breaking those ones up. The Shegu G106, there's a couple of real diehard lovers out there for this. The True SDX, and what else should we add to the list for QRP? And don't get crazy with like super niche kit radios, right? Again, it should be something that you think's actually gonna like. Yep, 4CR. You are totally right. That should definitely be on the list. SBitX, QDX. Yeah. True SDX is on there. I think I just spelled it wrong. Should be like that. Mountain toppers are on there. So mountain toppers are LNR MTRs. If you want me to make it mountain topper, I'll just say that. Sorry. And it's all versions. 3-band, 4-band, 5-band. Make the QCX, QDX. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We should be better than 360. I should be putting out 1080p. Check your settings. I'm live streaming at 1080p. Burning cash. The Burning Cash Award goes to N5 SKT for owning 90% of the radios discussed here tonight. I don't know how I want to go on the 5105. I think I'm leaving it off because the 6100 is technically the spiritual successor, and I think that those ones are out of production. If you're finding them, they're probably old stock. I'm pretty sure that's the case. What was the one you broke? KH1, the Elecraft KH1, which I fixed. Not doing the CW only radios, but maybe we'll do that as like a thing, just a poll that we do at the end of some other videos. The Venus S. Oh, okay. That's actually a good option for those of you. Like, I'm okay adding the CW radios into this because like those are truly QRP 3B. It's a 3-band. I'm not doing the 5105. No, I think the GM1's also out of production. Got the QMX and QDX together. Okay, we gotta move. 10 minutes until we're gonna go over the hour. I'm already well aware we're gonna blow through the hour. The Pentec TR35. Why is that? Is that a thing? What is a Pentec TR35? Is that even in? Oh yeah. Okay, it's going in. That's a cool guy. Those go watch Thomas Witherspoon's videos on this. This is a cool one. Also, the big Chungus over here, the WA3RNC, that's a super cool radio because it's got the back connectors for like if you wanted to run twin lead. That's a good one. Okay, we'll add it because it's quirky. I don't think it's gonna win necessarily, but I think it deserves to be on the list. It deserves to be acknowledged. Hack RF? No. No offense, Hack RF, but you have the QDX. You do not have the QMX. That's true. Oh, Charles, come on. I've been doing this for so long. I know what I'm doing. You found a very niche pornography about Pentec TR35. What's the Rule 34 on the Pentec TR35? Oh, good question, Liz. Any of these can run Super Nintendo ROMs. Actually, I think that one only ran Nintendo ROMs. There's no way it could run Super Nintendo. Is it the 35 is the new one, the green one, right? Or is the 45 the new one? Well, just for clarity's sake, we're gonna add them both. There should be one option. Okay, I think we're good. For time's sake, we're gonna go. Hey, Digital Rancher, thanks for joining us out there, and thanks for the comment using your membership. So this is Best QRP Radio. Andy Miller, I would love, I respect and love the quirky QRPs, but that's a transmitter. Not to say that I made specific rules about transceiver, but I think that should be implied. It's great, but here we go. I'm gonna throw, boy. See, this is like literally picking a child. This is like literally picking what is my favorite child, because my KX2, I love the KX2, I love the 705. I got a newborn, it's the KH1. Haven't got enough time to play with it. Kind of actually abused it a little bit on a trail hike, but still one of my children. I gotta go 705. I'm gonna join the masses. Wow, 705 Really, this is G90. All right, G90. Let's go. And the TX500 did not expect it. Did not expect it to come up. Yeah, 705 is nice because of Shack in the Box. Yeah, well said, Mark. Well said, Mark. I agree. If you were to ask me on a base station, oh, I do. Burp, burp. No, restrict. I only have one vote per person. Negative, Zach. Unless you're... No, this is just people voting for the 705, I think. Look, I have it limited to one. See, if that's real... Okay, so I work in business, but I'm not like a business owner, right? Like I can't throw capital behind a product and be like, this is the thing we got to do, right? I can just work within engineering spaces, and I usually have pretty sizable budgets when I play around with development, but whatever. When I see this, let's compare and contrast here. So the handheld market, going back here a little bit, FT5 at the top, 52 behind it, 52 separated by about 7 votes. The Anytones, pretty close actually, VX6R. You can see this like gradual, like there's a bit of a gradual takeoff. Like the top one is the top, but they're not that far behind. And you go to mobile, what do we see? That's even more, it's not a steep angle, right? It's a slow progression down. That tells you that the market is like, there's some pretty good options there that are liked by a lot of people. Go to base station. What's that look like? A little bit more chaotic. It looks like the 7300 is the top, and then the FTDX 10 at 21, and then you got 13 with the 991, which the 991 I'd argue is kind of close to being put to pasture. My guess, again, this is Josh speculation. Yasu, don't come at me. But look at QRP now. So you've got 2 radios way out in the front, and the ICOM is way out in the front, right? And then next one is the G90, which arguably those are, from my point of view, very different. I think that this market, this QRP market, is rife, or it's primed for a big competitor to jump in, to go after likely the 705. I'm guessing Yasu is coming out with something soon. You look at this, just our informal fun polling on like what the best radio is. That's something right there. Pretty impressive though. I think the QRP market. Yep. It not over. I wouldn't call it an overhaul. I think it's ready for something to upset the apple cart. Like a new, like something really just. Because again, I think everybody loves the KX2. They love the KX3. They're really, really good performing radios. You can see that's in the 4th spot. And that's in the 4th spot for being what I would call 4 portable radio, the KX2. 705 is a little bit different. You can kind of use it everywhere. But that use it everywhere was one of the things the 817, the 818 really was pivotal in. It's really grew that market. I'm expecting something from Yasu. I'm thinking 2024 we might see a Yasu QRP radio. Something like an 818. 819? I hope, please, Yasu, just stick with the nomenclature. Go with the 819. Don't get fancy. Just stick to it. I would love it. Just stick to that. Okay, so what did we want to do? I'm going to do a new one. So I'm going to go back to me for a second here. Actually, we'll go with me with the chat. And I am going to make a new one so I can hide it because I don't want you guys to get the admin. So we're going to say best HF mobile. So hold on, hang tight. I'll open it up in a second. And I got to the big thing you got to do with this is you can't leave user suggestions turned on. That would be not good. So we're going to go back here. So what did we say? We're going to go with the ICOM IC 7100. The Yasu, I'm a cat now. The Yasu FT891. What do you think? I think the Xiegu G90 should be on here because it has a removable faceplate. What do you think? Right? What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Why? Did I forget how to spell Shagu? I did. Oh, it's just the G, no E. What are you trying to make this French? G90. What else? What 70? No. I don't think the 705 should be considered a mobile. Right? Mobile? Right? Mobile should have like a removable faceplate, something like that. 991 is not mobile. Not mobile. I love you, Carlos, but no. Hermes for mobile? No. 705. I know you could add mobile to the end of radio. It doesn't make it true. 7610. Yeah. No. Yeah, the G90 is mobile. Yes. No, we already did that. We're saying HF mobile. There's nothing else, right? There's nothing else. 7200 is not available anymore. And no, that's definitely not mobile. 7000 is no longer in production. X6100 is QRP, portable QRP, not a mobile. I'm not arguing you can't do something. I'm saying if one must make a category, this is the category. By the way, the 7100 is available right now through many of the retailers. If you were holding off on a 7100, I think this might be one of your last opportunities. Okay, guys, the QRP vote is done. Those are all radios that are like little boxes with little screens that you do radio with. A HF mobile radio, if we had to draw a line, is going to be a couple of things. Likely 100 watts or higher-ish power, removable faceplate so that you could mount it mobily. It just turns out that the 891 is kind of like everybody loves it for Parks on the Air, which is totally understandable. 7100, also removable thing, call it what you will, and then the G90, also removable screen. I gotta draw a distinction somewhere. Yeah, you guys said mobile. I'm just sticking with mobile, and Ed's got it. He's right in there. You guys are a mobile implies that it goes into a mobile. So whomever was in the chat, all you guys earlier that were like, "Well, it's classified as an HF mobile." That means it goes into a mobile. It doesn't mean it goes in your backpack. That would be portable. Those are two different things. Yes, you can portage your radio whatever one you want, but that's it. Those are the mobiles. I did drop the secret word right in the beginning, Leia. It is vote. The secret word is vote. Vote early, vote often, just like they do in Chicago. I haven't dropped the link yet for the vote. Anytone 6666. You know what? Yeah. You're right. Absolutely. I missed it. I missed Joe's statement on that, but you're totally right. It's literally like a mobile CB radio. It's the size of a mobile radio. So that means also that the radio Ditty, what is that? The Q40? Q60? What is that one? Q60? Hold on. I think it's literally like behind me. I'm going to check. Where did it go? Is it the QT? Q60. QT. No, not the QT40, the QT60. Let's check this really fast. Radio Ditty QT60. Boop, boop. Yeah, this guy. That's the boy. That's also like another radio, but it's not true HF. I don't know what that means. Okay, I think we got it. HF Mobiles. I don't know what is on Google for sale. It's no longer in production, my guy. Great radio. Love it, but no. All right, here we go. The secret word was for the 300,000 subscriber giveaway. If you haven't entered, the link is in the description to get onto the 300,000 subscriber giveaway. And use the secret word vote. Vote. Vote early, vote often. But nothing to do with what we're doing right here. Where is it? There we are. Okay, I'm dropping it. Best mobile HF radio. So this is also like picking a child. Who do you love most? I want to go 7100 because I've got Jerry's 7100 and it just means a lot to me to have that. But I really do love my 891. I expect the 891 to be a blowout, by the way. But I'm going to give it to the 7100 just so I can. I love both of them. I've got them both, but 891's going to win this. We spent more time talking about this than the vote's going to take. We know the 891's going to absolutely crush. I expect the G90 to get bigger than the 7100 too. That's the truth of it. Why do I have my headphones on? There's literally nobody talking to me. Do you ever feel like you do something out of habit? I don't need these on. What's your favorite band? 20 meters, of course. Well, 10 meters probably right now. Great question, Paul. The sweepstakes is the 300,000 subscriber giveaway is just one time. That's it. It removes all duplicates, so there's no reason to enter more than once. I'm not being vicious because I could turn it on to say if you vote more than once, it'll like deduct, but I won't do that. We just have it one vote. That's it. That's all it takes. The first one. Yeah, when I've been doing the live stream for so long, and there's so many times where I have somebody on. We used to do call-ins and stuff like that, but that's now become the after chat totally. That I put headphones on, and it helps me, I guess, think that I can't hear myself because my voice is so grating, and I don't want to hear my own voice. All right, well, I don't think anybody's surprised here. I'm actually surprised that the G90 did not overtake the 7100. I kind of expected that. But yeah, I put the 66 on there. Nobody voted for it in the QT60. Okay, that's like being nominated for an Emmy. You got the nomination. You made the list, bud. You should be happy. All right. Let's see. We blew past the hour, but not bad. And yeah, hey, thank you, Carlos, for reminding everybody. Would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you have not. Really means a lot. So let's catch everybody up with what we're doing next. All right, so we're going to wrap things up here. I actually got a special radio. I got a care package from another YouTuber that we're going to probably unbox. I also got my little mini amp running with my 705. So I've got 50 watts output in a portable little unit. I'm really excited about that. What is that? That's the MXP50. Got that baby running. Excited about that. We may be talking about all these things on the after chat. We likely very much will be opening that box, though, and pull out that radio that somebody sent me to take a look at. Another YouTuber. But really, the after chat is all about you. You ham radio operators that need help with any one thing. That's what we want to do. Consider this like your ham radio club meeting. We just meet every week. So if you have any problems with anything, you join us in the after chat. It's done via Discord. The link is in the description. Go to #live-stream/afterchat. And it is voice, so you do need a mic and a speaker setup. Headphones are ideal, right? And then that helps us because we usually have like back and forth questions to ask you if you're new to ham radio and you're looking for your first antenna, your first radio. Maybe you want to like pick up some of these HF radios and VHF, UHF radios, et cetera, et cetera. Speaking of that, why don't we do one quick run through on the best ofs? So the winner of the HT, I don't think anybody's really surprised there, the FT5D. note that I probably should have named this like all the derivatives. If I did all the derivatives, the 3 and the 2 and, all of them, I'm sure that would have been even bigger. But, I'm not surprised. Winner of the mobiles. Also not surprised here that it is the 500. I thought that it would be a Yaesu. I'm not surprised that it's a Yaesu. I'm happy to see that the 5100 is up there because it is a very nice radio. So that's good. Best base station. 7300, I'm not surprised by that either. I'm also glad to see the FTDX10 being second. Surprised that the 710 did not surpass the 991 Alpha, but, people love the 991 Alpha, particularly because it's a all-band, all-mode radio. So, again, I'm not totally surprised by any of that. So far, nothing's really surprised me and kind of echoes a lot of my feelings. This, though, I think we can all agree we're primed for an upsetter in this market, in the QRP market. The QRP space with the 705 being so far out in the lead and the closest one being a radio that's half the price, but still not being able to crack the nut and beating the 705. That to me implies that, yeah, we're gonna see something. We're gonna see something like a 705 come out on the market to compete against the 705 because there's just like no competition and it's killing it out there at 37 votes. Pretty surprised by that. That's assuming that y'all own them though, right? And then no surprise here. The 891 is, everybody loves it. This was the special one we did at the end just because, because of all the great conversation we had during the live stream. So yeah, I'm not surprised by any of this. I think this was great. Absolutely wonderful. So want to say a big thank you. Oh, you know what? I actually need to, what the heck? This is all the patrons. This is the one from last week, so we'll run it again. We'll just run it for the rest of the month. Why not? Just so we can say thank you to all my patrons based off of the time you became a patron. This is going to run for a little while, but it's okay. Absolutely appreciate all the support that allows me to do all the fun stuff that I do. I'm looking at the chat here, so absolutely appreciate all the feedback. Fantastic live stream. Best of 2020. Well, Frank, you haven't seen next week's yet. I just want to tell you, okay? I think that it's going to be a smashing. But hey, I would. It'd be great if we got back-to-back best live streams. Just say it. The 705. Oh yeah, 100%. I've said multiple times. I will continue to say if I could only have one radio, it would be the 705. It does all the things. It's easy to port around. It's not the lightest radio. It wouldn't be my ultralight hiking radio. In fact, I take the KX2 for that. But for almost everything else, the 705 is the one I grab. That's Bryant. I understand. Yes, Will the Christmas lights antenna is next week. That's right. And I don't know. I have a design. So I've done every possible design that I think is like within reason to do. I've done dipoles. I've done end feds. I've done literally a Christmas tree where the lights spiraled around a structure that I built. I did a phased array vertical with 2 elements, and they were active elements, so all the lights were lighting up. I think I did a dipole twice. The end fed, though, was last year. This year, new design, different than all the other ones that we've done so far, and I don't know how well it's going to work. And I also don't know how I'm logistically going to put it up on the air yet. But that is something we will all figure out. That I don't think... So the problem that I have... By the way, the doublet has always been on my list to turn into a Christmas light antenna. The problem is I don't have a big enough property to run like a 40-meter doublet. So I'm gonna have to work on that one. That's because the problem is most of the time I use 20 meters on the after chat and the after chat and the live stream is usually 20 meters I get by on. But as we start getting into winter, I usually dip into 40, and yeah, that would be a good one. Some of you, there's a couple of antennas that have been mentioned, and one of you have it. You know what I'm gonna do. Yep. One of you have figured it out. I'm not going to tell you which, so you're going to have to come back next week to determine what it is. The 705 does not have a tuner. So I think, honestly, about the time the 705 came out, the community at large was in love with just using a tuner to kind of sort out antenna issues with QRP radios. But I think we've all gone to resonant antennas, particularly for the 705, and that's going to be the way it is. Okay, Alabama Andrew, I'm literally going to end this and go shut off the inflatables, because there is one of the menagerie of inflatables that my wife has bought, or the lights, I haven't determined, I haven't had the time to figure it out yet, is the largest QRM creator I've ever experienced. So I have to go shut them all off for the after chat so we can run FT8. But I do have a new antenna I'm going to talk about. So yeah, hang on to that. And there's also a video of me doing the install, but it's a good one. Anyway, I am Josh KI6NAZ. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to turn on the memes. We're going to wrap things up. Stay tuned. I'm going to drop another video live stream for the Hams Helping Hams after chat. Link is in the description for Discord, and please follow us along over there. Hey, everybody, 7-3s if you don't join us on the after chat. Yeah, you guys take a vote for what you think the biggest QRM generator is going to be. Is it the Highland Cow? Is it the Christmas Crab? We recently picked up a Christmas Corgi. We have a... Oh my gosh! I did! Oh no! I forgot about the giveaway. Well, guess what? We're doing it on the after chat. Join us on the after chat. Join the Discord. We'll do it there live. Thank you, everybody. A little hook to make you go to the after chat. Hey, sorry about that, but man, we ran out of time. But hey, I appreciate that, Jonathan, for reminding me. Yeah, we'll do the giveaway on the after chat. See you there. The link is not posted for the after chat yet. Just keep an eye on my channel, and it should be up in 15 to 30 minutes.